Good morning, you guys. I'm sorry it's been a little while between updates, but I have actually had a little bit of health things going on and I just kind of needed some time to myself to just process that and go and get a couple of tests and things that I've had to do. So I don't really know what is going on at the moment, but I will update you as it goes along. I'm just like a bit of a private person when it comes to that kind of stuff. So I have pretty much only told like my mum and Jazz and maybe like one close friend, and that's it. I've just really been keeping it to myself while we kind of go through that investigative phase. But yeah, I just wasn't really feeling well since probably like this end of last year until the whole of January, and I went and did just a couple of blood tests and things like that, and all of it came back fine except one, and it was a really high marker for something that I should not be testing for at all. So I've had to go and do an MRI. And then yesterday I did a CT scan, and that is why I'm currently in pajamas with fresh washed hair. I've put my makeup on, but that's kind of as far as I got for the day because I've been prodded and poked. This arm in particular has had so many blood tests and the vein was just so sore, and I said please no more in that arm. So yesterday they did it in this one, and I didn't actually realize the process of getting a CT scan. I've never had one done, and they kind of put this dye, I think, through your body. So you have to like put your arms above your head like this, and you go in this machine, and I'm not claustrophobic by any means, but I did end up just like having a bit of a cry while I was in there to myself because it was just a bit of a stressful experience, and it feels very isolating to just be in this room and this machine's kind of doing circles around you and everything. So that was not a super fun process. And the other downside is that I have bladder and kidney problems. You guys know this if you are someone who joined this channel from my interstitial cystitis blog, which was one of the first ones I ever put up a few years ago. And I've not had any problems with that for a very long time because I really mitigate all of the risks of it with my diet and exercise and lifestyle kind of choices. But that stuff, I don't know. I feel like I still have a bit of a headache, and now my kidney and bladder are just a mess today. So hence the pajamas, because it is kind of weird timing, but I'm actually flying home to the Gold Coast tonight. I've got one of my really dear friends' 30th birthdays on Saturday in Brisbane. So I thought I would just head up there since, again, working for myself now, I have a little bit more flexibility being able to take my laptop and be on the go. So I thought I would go and stay with mum and dad for 2 days, and then Jazz is going to fly into Brisbane and join me, and we've got a beautiful hotel up there. So we will then go to the 30th from that, and then I think we're going to go to Byron Bay for 2 nights because some of his friends live down there and they had a baby last year, and we are still yet to meet the little guy. So we thought we would just kind of couple it all in, and I truly think it couldn't be better timing because firstly, I'm going to be home with my family when I get the results of this test, and I also just need a mental break. I'm not really in the headspace to be doing any work and stuff at the moment. So that's where I've been, and I'm sorry that it's been a little bit absent, but yeah, I've just been doing all of my computer work on the business because I just feel like I can get into a really good flow state when I'm doing that work, and it takes my mind off kind of the other stuff that I've been dealing with at the moment. But that being said, I did want to do a little bit of a bedroom makeover, and I've had the sheet set sitting on my side table thing for the longest time, and I put all of that beautiful Kmart decor there, and I really wanted it to match. So I'll take you in the bedroom and show you, but I haven't made my bed today because I knew I was going to strip it anyway, and I actually cannot wait to share this because it is a beautiful sheet set from Target, and I hope it looks really nice. It's kind of like a brownie sort of color with some tufts on it, and yeah, it just desperately needed to be updated because the old linen set I have in there has a couple of stains and things on it that have just never ever come out. So time for a really good refresh. And if you watch that Kmart vlog, I did get these, which are the soap, it's body wash, shampoo and conditioner dispensers from Kmart, and I actually want to pop these in my shower as well, but I just did an order from Hair House because they've got my favorite shampoo and conditioner, and they were running like a 20% off sale. So instead of buying like the little bottles, which always run out, as you would know if you have long hair, you just use a lot of products. So I bought the 1 liter bottles instead because I knew that I have these, and now I can just constantly refill them from a bigger bottle. So it kind of made sense to buy in bulk because obviously it's going to be cheaper for me, and it means I get to use my little aesthetic bathroom bottles. So thought I would just take them out of the packaging and Now I need to go downstairs and also get my suitcase out of the storage cage, but let's do the bedroom first because I feel like that will be way more fun. This is what the bottles look like out of their packaging, just in case you were wondering, and it was only $6 for the set, which is incredibly cheap because every time I looked for something similar on Amazon or anywhere else, they were about $60 for a set of bottles like this. So obviously I'm not saying they are not flimsy or anything. They're probably not the greatest pump heads of all time, but we'll see how they go. But I just couldn't resist doing that little decor update for such an affordable. This area still needs a little bit of a tidy up because I ultimately want to add a beautiful piece of art on the wall behind. But this is the last few pieces of home decor that I showed you guys in the most recent Kmart vlog. So there's the little arched item over there. I've got this ribbed bowl, which I've had for ages, and I have to say the old one was a lot better quality than the new one that I've seen. So if you see this in store, it's not as nice anymore. It used to be much heavier stone kind of material. I've got this tray, which is just a stone look tray. And then I have this little candelabra, but I need to stick the candles in with some blue tack because they're a little bit loose, and then the pedestal bowl over the back there. So really happy with how this all turned out, but now I need to find the perfect piece of art for the wall. So if you know anything that's in similar tones to this that would look really nice, let me know. I'm kind of tossing up between a minimalist art piece and something more like a photo or something. And then I also got this new jewelry box off Amazon, and I actually just really wanted it because it makes my jewelry so much more organized. It wasn't the cheapest thing in the world. I think I paid like $80 or something, but it was just the perfect layout for what I wanted. So I could put all of my rings and earrings and necklaces and everything in here. These are just a few jewelry cleaning cloths, that I had, and it's just really got me to clean out my jewelry collection, but also just to reorganize everything so I can see it. And last but not least, we have the bedspread set. So this is what it looks like. It's called the Cara Geo Tufted Quilt Cover Set. My bed is a queen size, and I think it was $100, like flat. So yeah, I just thought this looked really nice, and I'm actually looking quite tan today. I think I must have got some sun on my walk the other day, but yeah, I just thought this looked really nice. So I'm going to unbox it, and hopefully it matches in with everything in my room. So I'm not going to bother making my bed since I am about to strip it, but the bed cover that I have at the moment, Doona cover, is this grey linen one, which I had from H&M Home, and I do still rate H&M Home. I think their stuff is really nice, but I just wanted something with a little bit of like the tufting on it so that I didn't have to put throw rugs and other kind of things on the end to decorate it because it is summer and it's just way too hot for those kind of accessories. So let's do a little swap over and we can see what it looks like in 3, 2, 1. Okay, here it is, the updated Doona cover. So I definitely think the European pillows have to go. They don't match at all anymore, but it is also making me think maybe it is time to get rid of this headboard and just put some art and things above the wall here and kind of keep it just as like pillows and flat, because the bed base itself is pretty flat. But let me know your thoughts, because I also did want to get some art over here. Basically all of the walls in the bedroom have just been blank for a really long time, but I think this looks really nice. It definitely makes me not need any kind of throw blankets or anything to go on it because it is itself decorative enough. So I really do like this. I think it looks super nice and just a little bit of a different shade than the plain grey as well. So I do also have some plain grey pillows under there that I'll have to replace the pillowcases for, but I'm pretty happy with how this has turned out. I did just make a quick start on packing, and by that I mean I quite literally just threw things on the floor, on the bed, wherever I could put them, but I've actually had a meeting come through and the time slot's been moved up. So it was meant to be at 2:30 and it's now at 2, but look at my poor eye. They've just been so inflamed and red. I think it's just from like not sleeping, bit of stress, all of the stuff that's been going on, hay fever, you name it. I am just looking not my best at the moment, which is a little bit annoying because I don't want to go to a meeting and like someone thinks I've been crying or something, because that's sort of what it looks like. But I'm just gonna have to roll with it. I don't know, I will probably just mention it up front because I just really don't want someone getting a strange first impression of me. But it's a property developer, so I'm super excited to meet with them, and I've just put myself together super quick lunch, so I'm gonna have that now and then I'll run out the door. I've been trying to focus on my gut health in light of the things that are going on at the moment, and I remembered kimchi is meant to be really good for you, so I went and bought this bottle. It wasn't the cheapest. I think this was maybe like $12 at a health food shop, but I found it and I thought, you know know what, I'm just going to put this every time that I make rice. I mix a little bit in, and every time I make a salad, I mix a little bit in. And I actually really like the taste, and I'm definitely finding that it's helping. So this is the salad that I put together. I just need to mix it all up, and then I'm going to pop it on a plate with a little bit of vinegar and balsamic dressing. But it has some vegan feta, some kimchi, capsicum, cucumber, iceberg lettuce, and some olives. So that's going to be my lunch, a really nice garden salad. This whole afternoon has been a mad rush, but I've just booked an Uber. It's coming in 2 minutes and I need to get going. So I'm sorry I didn't end up vlogging part of that, but I had to rush pack my bag, because the meeting went for an hour. So I've just darted back upstairs, packed my bag, and I'm about to run out the door. So I will see you guys on the Gold Coast.